Oh no. Hope this thing still works. Actually, if I put it right here, can y'all hear me? I don't want it to clang against my chain. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? If the audio sucks, let me know something. Let's see. Mic check, mic check. Excuse me. I'm very sorry. What are we gonna do for the mic check today? I got it. Ice on my neck, float of spaghetti, hop off a jet, barely get rest, catch through the mud, I get a check. He saying I run on my pants and my chest, Chanel dress, clean up a mess. I eat a flesh, you know the rest. Count up a copper Rolex, shine like the sun, you truly blessed. Two on protect, at the clip all I got Uber to just to be. S is on me, got my Louis shirt wet, put the M in my bag, I'm getting used to the rest. I went to school where they teach you finesse. 500 shell for the drip, I invest. I'm a boss man, I keep cash at the desk. You know the coupe fast when the internet is. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna be rolled up before I started the live today, y'all, but unfortunately I got caught up watching TV. Then I was like, oh man, the live was scheduled for 8:15. What's the word? How y'all doing out there in TV land, internet land and stuff? I hope your Monday didn't suck too bad. Mondays are rough. Uh, Abba and Preach is taking up all the internet space right now. They on live talking about something with somebody and something being racist and blah blah blah. No disrespect to them. I just well I ain't trying to hear that. Things like that don't really entertain me. I don't really get on the internet to hear people debate race and what's racist. That's just not really my flavor, honestly. I like I like race jokes way too much to care what's racist. I'm a habitual line stepper when it comes to racism. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't lie to you. One of the funniest jokes I ever heard was super racist. I tell the story often because I love it. I was in a public pool in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This white man was arguing with this Muslim woman. She was wearing a water hijab, and she was clearly Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And they in the pool, they going back and forth. That man with a straight face said, "You think I'm fixing to sit here and take this from a bath bomb?" I was no good. They almost put me out the pool. Bath bomb was wild. And this is how you know it was funny. She was like, she had to swallow that laugh because that shit was hilarious. Bath bomb had me hollering, bro. Mm. I'm sure he probably heard that from somebody or something, or if he made that up, bravo, sir. But I was defeated. I'm not saying racism is funny. I'm just saying sometimes racists can be funny. That's all I'm saying. Especially when they just wrong and ignorant. That's hilarious. Like you ever watch a racist person just go off about anything stupid and they just feel in their heart what they're feeling is right. And you just like, wow, you're dumb. No wonder you're racist. You are a plumb idiot. All right, all right. Back around town. And you know this, man. I have to be transparent. I hope I have the video that I want to play for you on this other phone. Otherwise, I have to airdrop it to myself, but I'm pretty sure I got it. I'm gonna go through and read a couple of these comments in the section before I get a busting too. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have it in here though. I don't see why I wouldn't. Shout out to everybody with kids that's co-parenting. Uh, shit sounds ghetto to me. Good luck in your ghetto ass life. If that, I hope, I pray it never happens to me. If so, I'll just be in the ghetto with y'all. But I'm just gonna work hard to make sure that doesn't happen. Cause Lord knows, co-parent, boom. Somebody talking about my fake chain. Of course it's fake for a Halloween costume. Is you drunk? Mm, mm, mm. Get all right. What it do? Yo, my boy. Smoke dog. All right, loud and clear. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yo, do a feature with 17 Matt. I don't know who that is. Stay strong. Appreciate you. You too, cuz. Over here looking like Master P. I guess if Master P looked like Smokey from Friday. Oh, the wee puppies posing. Yeah. That's my daughter. She passed away. Rest in peace. Smokey for Halloween. And you know this, man. You keep talking about this 17 Matt person. I don't know who that is. Love the music. Was blasting the single mom joint. And pick up my boys from school. And they was mad. Funny. Funny. You see, that's why we can't get booked for a show. Because y'all don't just be enjoying the song. Just be enjoying. Just to be enjoying it. Y'all be trolling, man. You can't just. I'm, I'm totally kidding. Enjoy the song however you want to enjoy it. If you use it to troll people, then shucks. Do what you do, yo. What's up? What's up? Uh, F with the Halloween costume. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Section 8 Timu chain. Yes. 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 God bless every single hater in the chat because you could be in anybody's chat right now acting like a bitch, but you in here. Appreciate you. You know another reason why I never wanted to be a co-parent because after a woman has your kid, bro, she has so much power over you. Even Kanye West, who done went out of his way to break away from all these big brands just so he could be as free as possible and do whatever he want to do. Not when it comes to his kids, though.
Hey everybody, I just got off the phone with Kim. I told her to stop antagonizing me with this TikTok thing. I said it's never again. I am her father. I know y'all don't respect fathers and the idea of family, and media tries to promote something. I said I'm not allowing my daughter to be used by TikTok, to be used by Disney. I have a say so. And then when people say, oh, they're going to use this for you in court, I didn't have a say so on whether or not they went to Sierra Canyon. Most men do not, there's no such thing as 50-50 custody with in society today. That's not even, it always leans towards the mom. But right now, and I'm happy that you guys got to see just a small piece of what I dealt with. You understand what I'm saying?
I see that comment. Nobody is saying that somebody's doing this to Kanye on purpose. But you are though, because you know how he feels. And you saying F his feelings. I don't care that you're the father. I don't that's I don't care that you're the father. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. I'm talking about Kim. I ain't talking about the little girl. Kids are gonna do whatever kids wanna do. And no, those tattoos aren't real. Cause I saw a recent picture of her on TikTok, and you know, I honestly didn't assume they were real. I assumed that they were like for a festival. I assumed the whole look is for like a concert or like something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she went to school like that on a Tuesday. But Kanye done said multiple times he don't want his daughter on social media like that. He don't want her just doing all of this stuff, and and the mother of his kids, all these kids, she don't care. Do I feel bad for Kanye? No. I never really feel bad for anybody if they made a bed and now they laying in it. You the one that chose to impregnate a member of the Kardashian clan. That's on you, my boy. But Kanye is Kanye is a good learning lesson for for guys who don't have kids yet. You got to make sure you have a kid by a woman who is just wonderful and wonderful to you. You feel me? Because because if it don't work out, man, and she's not wonderful, like it just if it don't work out, she can do whatever she want to do. She got the kids. That's how the courts work. You remember when Kanye bought a house across the street? They called him crazy. They didn't just see a dad who was rich and could buy the house across the street because he wanted to be close to his kids. If you're a dude and it don't work out between you and the mom, I've heard so many horror stories, bro. I ain't trying to get involved in that nonsense. Nothing but horror stories. Y'all remember they called Kanye nuts. They said he was a stalker. All because he got 4 kids or 3 kids. How many kids? What they got? 4 kids? And he bought the house across the street because he wanted to be near his kids. He got 4 children. And then he found out as an adult that his mother was a big reason why his father wasn't in his life, and he didn't want to not be in his kid's life. And let's be real. How many times do you think Kanye has said this to Kim before he came to the internet with this? I'm a pro wrestler. Can I get a shout out? 9 of aesthetic affliction. Um, there you go. 9 of aesthetic affliction. That's a long name, bro. You say professional. Ooh, somebody just called me fine. What's her name? Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You talking about me? Anyway, though, yeah, that's a super long wrestler name. That's wild. It doesn't roll off the tongue. You need a. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You say you're a professional wrestler. Hopefully that means you're getting paid for this and you do this for a living. And who am I to tell you what to do if you at the point where you're doing this for a living, my boy? Good for 9 of aesthetic affliction. Coming to the stage. Look, this is I'm the announcer, right? Your music drop. Dun, 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 and the music's playing. All right, coming out 6'3" or however tall he is. 9 of aesthetic affliction. 9 of aesthetic affliction. All right. It's all love, though, my boy. It's a long ass wrestler name. Oh man. So yeah, man. We laugh at these ladies all day because they get on the internet and they cry about the situation with a baby daddy and how he's a deadbeat and how they got deadbeat coochie and all type of stuff, right? But bro, you know how often I hear men complain about their baby mama? That's why I don't have kids. Just every every time I hear somebody complain about somebody they made kids with, it just sounds so ghetto. Oh, okay. There we go. His name is Nine, and his tag team name is Aesthetic Affliction. Okay, that's much better. I can get with that. I can get with that. You know what I'm saying? Coming down is Aesthetic Affliction. The music is playing and shit. I don't know, I don't know if you come out to rock or rap, but I can rock with that. Aesthetic Affliction is better. Okay. I was like, 9 of Aesthetic Affliction is crazy. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Um, yeah, all that co-parenting stuff is just so ghetto. Like complaining about somebody you made a kid with, and it's ghetto. And I'm not saying y'all gonna stop complaining about them because y'all be having bad situations. Y'all need somebody to talk to. y'all be making kids by like you men be making children by skeezers. Like can we have an honest chat here? With you men making these babies by skeezers, like you squirting in skeezer coochie before you even know she a skeezer. Come on, my dude. What are we doing? Appreciate you, bro. Single dad with custody. That's great. That sounds rough. I don't know if you know anything, but I had my anything about me, my bad. But I had custody of my niece for like three almost 4 months back in, what was it, 2018, and bro, it was awful. Like, A, I didn't have 9 months to prepare for it. B, my sister was terrible. C, my sister was the typical stripper. Excuse me, my niece was a typical stripper's kid, so she just lied. Like, she was 4 and lied like a 14-year-old. The shit was nuts. And then my family was less than helpful. Babysitting was falling through every week. You feel me? So it was terrible. Um, Excuse me for the burp. My bad. But just ooh, that single parenting stuff is Christ. It is not for the weak, man. Now it's different. Like I said, maybe it's different if you had like 9 months when somebody's pregnant to get ready for this, or 6 months, or 7 months, however much you found when you was pregnant or whatever. But boy, boy, I guess it was significantly more difficult because I became uncle dad overnight, so it was a bunch. It was a lot. But still, though, being a single parent, y'all got it, bro. You people. Hey, Nina. How are you? I didn't mean to wave at you like you was a toddler. My bad. Hi. I gave you the toddler and babies wave. My bad. All right. I'm done talking about how the fact that oh yeah. Um. Another reason why you got to make sure you got to be careful who you have a kid with, my dude. As soon as that chick decides you don't matter, you won't. You have to have a kid with a good woman, somebody who respects you. Y'all, y'all, y'all just be making babies with anybody, and then you be worried, and then your life be so chaotic, and then you try to make peace out of chaos. Life is gonna be chaotic enough. You should be making babies with somebody who's down for you. You can't. You just can't. Mm-mm. Let me see if I can find this video. Uh, uh, of of Williard Pinkett. He might as well took her last name. Can't believe she who shall not be named just turned one of my favorite actors of all time into a bitch, or just revealed how bitch made he was, I guess. Just I've never been so bothered by somebody else's wife, but she who shall not be named, be she's just ooh. Aisha Curry getting there with me too, cause Steph is my dude. Like I love the Warriors. Steve Kerr is their coach, and he got several rings with the Chicago Bulls. So that's my Chicago connection right there. Hold on, I missed a super chat. My bad. I'm waiting on this new STD detector condoms. Apparently they change color depending on the STD. Bro, I've been hearing about that since 1997. Respectfully. I respect your views, bruh. You should be the next top G. Please don't compare me to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, and I'm not saying you meant to disrespect me, but Andrew Tate had said on 3 different occasions how much he likes 16-year-old virgins. Please don't do that to me. As soon as as soon as a grown man admits publicly that he has a thing for little girls, or you get caught in the public eye with a little girl or whatever, I immediately throw you out, bro. Because I can't. Children should be protected, especially little girls. Little girls should be protected, bro. Not sexualized. I lost 1,000 followers one day when I made a video about Andrew Tate, and I didn't say he said 3 times he liked 16-year-old girls. I put the clips in the video. Y'all know how I get down. I lost 1,000 followers that day because I put the clips in the video showing why I can't rock with Andrew Tate no more. They were like, how dare you talk about Top G? I was like, he likes 16-year-old virgins. He said it 3 times. He said he like them young. He said it on camera. Said it on camera. Said it on camera. 16-year-old virgins. He said it on camera. Said it on camera. Said it on camera. Top G. Top G. He liked them girls when they 16. Hey. Top G. Top G. He liked them girls when they 16. Hey. And I was sad to hear it too. Because I used to listen to Top G, things that he said. I can't, just because you like little girls does not mean you can't be right in other aspects when you speak. But you like little girls. I can't support you no more. I can't listen to what you say anymore. I just can't. Low key, I was lucky my baby mama kicked the butt. Low key, I was lucky my baby mama's. Oh, baby mama. Okay, one. There's just 2 A's. Kick the bucket. Life has never been so easy. Kanye shrug. 5 likes. Hmm. By his views of masculinity, not his private life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But there are other people that have good views on masculinity and stuff. I can listen to anybody else, literally anybody else. Just like it's just like how I feel about R. Kelly. Other people have good music. I can listen to literally anybody else. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Luke Lynn, appreciate you. Oh yeah, I was looking for that video of Williard. Boy, Williard is just an embarrassment to men, bro. But like I said, Aisha working on it too, man. She love embarrassing her husband, the greatest shooter God ever created. And every time she open her mouth, she just vomiting. There we go, found it. Look, man, Yo, kick the bucket for real. That's nuts. Bro, he said, yo, uh, graduated from the whip. Nah, not really. This ain't even, this ain't even done. I actually just slapped this together in like 10 minutes before I went live. I got some things that I want to do. Um, but this don't look half bad, honestly. You know. Um, but yeah, let me show y'all this video about Will Smith.
Dude.
This is nuts.
Will, talk a little bit about how. Will, talk a little bit about how.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Talk a little bit about how family has affected your journey. It was probably Willow's Whip My Hair. It was 2010. I'll never forget, we were in Dublin, Ireland. Willow comes off stage. She was on tour with. Will, talk a little bit about how family has affected your journey. It was probably Willow's Whip My Hair. It was 2010. I'll never forget, we were in Dublin, Ireland. Willow comes off stage. She was on tour with Justin Bieber, hit record, 20,000 kids whipping their hair in Dublin. And she comes off stage and is like, I'm done, Daddy. I was like, yeah, baby, that was a great show. She's like, no, I'm done. I'm ready to go home. And I was like, no, you can't go home, sweetie. You promised Mr. Jay-Z that you were going to do these 30 days of this tour. I said, no, Daddy, you promised Mr. Jay-Z. And I was like, sweetie, I get it, but we promised as a family, and you have to finish. And she looked at me. I'll never forget the look in her eyes. And she was like, it doesn't matter to you that I'm finished, Daddy? And I was like, well, yes, sweetie, it matters, but you can't be finished. And she was like, oh, okay. So we go back to the hotel, and Jada had just left, so I'm there. It's my first night of daddy duty. And she came out the next morning, and she had shaved her head bald. In the middle of her Whip My Hair tour, she shaved her head bald. And it was like a magical moment. I was like, got it.
He said it was a magical moment. He said it was a magical moment. He said it was a magical moment. Now I bet you if Jada was there, excuse me, I feel like I'm gonna get struck down for saying that. I feel like if she who shall not be named would have been there and said something, she wouldn't have tried nothing like that. Because in the house, if the kids know dad doesn't matter, then the kids know dad don't matter. Mom leads the culture in the house. When dad gets angry about something and mom is there, one of two things happen. She backs up dad and calms him down, or she paints dad as the bad guy, and now his masculinity, his aggressiveness is deemed toxic. You notice how, like me, when I tell y'all stories about something that irritated me, you could feel the frustration when I talk about stuff, right? Did Will even sound like he was irritated about that? He sounded like he sounded domesticated. talking about his teenage daughter embarrassing him in front of Jay-Z on a world tour. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. He also allowed it. He also allowed it. Mm-mm. I don't know who she'd have thought she was. I'm Will Smith. I would have got her a wig so quick. The finest of hair wherever we was at. You got me bent. And I don't care if we got to use super glue. We'll figure it out. You bald anyway. It don't matter. You finna whip this wig back and forth. Error work. And I would have grabbed her by her collar. And that wig better not come off on stage. Do you hear me? Well, what if it comes off? I suggest you double and triple check before you go on stage. Do you hear me, little girl? Well, I can't control this. What did I just say? Yes, Daddy. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There's no way I'm gonna have a teenager and they don't fear me. To a healthy degree, obviously. Because realistically, I want to stop putting my hands on my kids by like 4. You know? Because after 4, they can really understand a punishment for multiple days if need be. You know what I'm saying? So I think 4 is when you should be able to stop. But sometimes you got a bad kid. Sometimes you got to, but like if you've given a good ass whooping by the time they 4, when they 6, 7, 8, all you got to do is just look at them and they know what time it is. You punish them. If punishment don't work, you look, you know what I'm saying? Like that should really, really be a last resort. But obviously when kids are coming up, you pop them. Sometimes you got to, give them a little bit depending on how bad your kid is. Kids have to respect you as a parent, no matter what. And also as a parent, you can't let your kids outsmart you. Y'all be letting these children outsmart y'all, and I don't understand none of that. You see how I just outsmarted Willow real quick? That's her name, Willow. She would have been a little girl for a long time. Little girl, come here. My name is Willow. I just feel like one day I'll probably have to slap my teenager. Not hard at all. Just to let them know. Because teenagers they got mouth, and one day they're gonna try you because they're gonna be full of testosterone or estrogen, and I'll slap you. Not hard, but I'll definitely slap you. Nice and embarrassing. That's the whole point. Is for it to be embarrassing. Because like I said, we're at an age of comprehension now. It's not about physical pain or anything. You have to outwit your children. More importantly, you have to let your kids know you want to be crazy. I can get nuts around here. And I got a lot more time on this earth being nuts than you. So please try it. Like you gotta let these children know. And obviously, in theory, if you raise them correctly, like I said, the look will be able to do. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. Sometimes kids are bad. And you have to up your parenting. A kid should never be better than you are a good parent. You know what I'm saying? Like if your kid requires extra, you have to be a better parent. You have to think more. That's your kid. You can't never let these kids outsmart you. You have to think more. But y'all don't hear me. You just want to dance. Dropping a 10 for the baby powder you can slap them with. What's wrong with my... I don't know what's wrong with the powder. There it is. Mm-hmm. You know what? I think when I have kids, you know how like dads do ridiculous things that their kids always remember? I'm gonna walk around, I'm gonna keep a little thing of baby powder on me at all times. So if my kids ever get out of line, I could just be like, and they'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. And I'll be like, all right. It don't matter where we at. Where we at? The restaurant, the grocery store. I just pull that shit out. And my kids will know, yeah, dad's crazy. My kids will just know dad's nuts. And one time, they'll probably try me and be like, you ain't finna slap. Pow! And it won't be a cockback with no pain. It'll just be a quick. It won't hurt, but the little mark, baby powder. Embarrassing. That's what kind of dad I'm gonna be. If you play with me, I will embarrass you. And you're a teenager and I'm an adult. Guess who's gonna get embarrassed first? I don't give a shit. You're gonna be embarrassed. I'll show up at your school wearing some extremely embarrassing stuff, yelling in your class about the dishes. I'm telling you, man, when I have kids, they're gonna have plenty act right. Cause they gonna know, yeah, my dad is nuts. I'm gonna have an excellent relationship with every single one of your teachers all the time. I'm at all the PTA things. I'm chaperoning everything. All your teachers got my cell phone number. They can text or call me anytime. I'm also gonna do spontaneous pop-ups on my kids. Like I don't trust you at all. You're a teenager. You're gonna lie. So every blue moon, I'm just gonna pop up where you said you was gonna be at. And do this from across the street, from across the way, so only you see me. And I'm like, is that your dad? What's he doing? He doesn't trust teenagers, so every once in a while he just likes to make sure I am where I say I am. Your dad sounds crazy. He is. Then when my kids grow up, they're gonna have the blueprint for how to raise their kids. And my wife's gonna know she ain't gonna be able to stop shit. Where are you going? I ought to check up on such and such to make sure that they're at the thing. You know he's a good kid. I know. I'll be back. Why women attracted to old heads? Adam Norwood, what you need to do is pay attention to why women aren't attracted to you. You need to worry about Adam. And after you stop counting other people's money, you'll be happier. You might be able to get your own money. And I'm sorry for all the women who got offended by that. I wasn't trying to say y'all are money or whatever. That's not what I was saying. But that's literally the equivalent of counting somebody else's money and asking why he getting money. Why are you worried about why women want anybody else? Honestly, you worry about your own self. That's your problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never looked at a man with a woman and wondered why he got her, how he got her, why, you know what I'm saying? If she's fine, I'll be like, nice one. Or if I've wondered, like, it'll be on some very humble, man, I want to go ask him. Like, where you meet her? You know what I'm saying? But like, you sound like a hater, my boy. You're not being hateful like what the yes you were. That's the problem also. You don't think that was a hating ass question. It was, son. It was. I know you're in a generation that likes to act like words don't have meaning. Y'all can't even tell me what a woman is without using the word in it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. But that was a hating question, my boy. You know what women are? A renewable resource. You know what a renewable resource is? It's in abundance, it's plentiful, and it will never run out. So how about you worry about bagging one that's into you? You're into her, she's into you, y'all are into each other. And if it don't work out, you move on to the next one who's into you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about other hunters. You need to just be a better hunter. The fact that you even wonder that means you're not hunting at your best potential. That's what men have to be. Y'all forgot that you have to be a hunter. I think lots of men think women are supposed to sit around and give them choosing signals or something. That's not what women do. Not for regular dudes. Most of us are regular dudes. Women don't do that. You got to go get what you want. If you see her and you think she's fine and you single, you better go say something to her. Anything. Anything. Literally anything. Be nice. Say something to her. I like to ask women, um, you know what, nobody's gonna take this because, people don't take my good advice. They just like to listen to me and laugh. But I be dead serious. Um, I walk up to women straight up. I'm actually gonna start making content showing y'all this is what I do in real time. I shit you not. I walk up to women no matter where I am and I say, excuse me, I need to ask you a very serious question. Do you eat blue cheese dressing? Blue If you eat blue cheese dressing, that tells me everything I need to know about you. Honestly. I can't kiss no yuck mouth ass, blue cheese dressing eating ass. I'm a makeout artist. I'm gonna make out with blue cheese breath. If you eat blue cheese, you know don't nobody want to make out with you after that. You could just let you could just let her brush her teeth. No, don't you understand? If if you eat blue cheese dressing, you're evil. Don't you get it? I've done the research. I've dated women who eat blue cheese dressing because I'd be like, nobody's perfect. They're evil. Think about it. You have to be evil to want blue cheese dressing. Your soul. You have to be soulless. Look at my face. You see, I'm dead serious. How can one the crumbles, the smell, and they eat it. They ingest it. They like it. They some of y'all actually have a preference for blue cheese, for stuff. Y'all like that blue cheese wedge salad? You want blue cheese with your wings? You're evil. You're evil. Luckily, luckily for you, Jesus died on the cross. Luckily for you, that is the only reason you are even potentially safe in the afterlife. Because I don't know, lifetime of eating blue cheese dressing, you done probably done some heinous acts. You probably got no problem with a heinous act. You do something horrible to somebody and you go to a restaurant. Let me get that. Let me get blue cheese dressing on my salad. Y'all got blue cheese crumbles in the back? Can I get that instead of the other cheese? All right, yeah, that sounds great. Or even worse, do you know that there are people who eat melted blue cheese on a burger? Can you imagine hot blue cheese? You think I'm finna date you? You take a bite of the burger, you got that nasty ass hot blue cheese dripping down the. You know how sometimes you go out to a steakhouse, you can get like a Parmesan cheese crust on your steak? You know what I'm finna say. I ain't even gotta say it. On a steak. You know, I was a waiter for a long time at fine steakhouses and Longhorn Steakhouse, mostly Longhorn for a long time. But I worked at some fine dining too. They get on a steak blue cheese crust. They'll ruin a perfect steak and they'll put the blue cheese on the steak and then they put it in the oven where it's like the heat comes down so it melts it on top of the steak. Gets a little brown. So yeah, that's why that's why when I walk up to women, I ask them off the rip. And I tell them it's very important. You see why it's very important? I'm passionate about this. All you nasty ass blue cheese eating people. Y'all are sick. And if you eat blue cheese dressing and you know you're a good person, God bless you. Because you fight your evil nature every day. Because you're evil. But you fight that every day to be a good person. There's a special place in heaven for you. And I'm sorry, I don't want to act like I know who belongs in heaven. I'm sorry that I didn't like the way I didn't like the way that sounded. I apologize. I'm very sorry. Uh, but I just like if you know you have a taste for blue cheese, if I had a choice between dating a woman who eats blue cheese dressing and a cannibal, I would have to ask some questions. What type of the human? What part of the human do you eat? Did you grow up eating this? Was it an acquired taste? Did you murder someone and then you tried it because you didn't want? You know what I'm saying? Because you had to get rid of the remains. Like, how did you get into this? I wouldn't immediately just be dismissive. Is what I'm saying. If I had to choose between one of the two, that's all I'm saying. That's how disgusting I find blue cheese dressing. And I've done the research. The worst women I have ever dated like blue cheese dressing. And I'm not going to say I dated them for research purposes. I just know the worst three women that I've dated, they have one thing in common. All right, let me get up here with any questions. I'll take 10 minutes of questions. I guess it's already been an hour. I don't want to make this too long. I always be on live for way longer than I want to be because I mean I'll be running my mouth. I guess. What's your favorite munchies? Um, I'm grown. I don't really do like munchies per se. As much as I smoke, it's not really like a I like snacks. I like candy. I like food. Like I don't know. Like you have to like munchies is a very vague category. I don't have like a go to thing when I smoke. That's like that's that's things people in they teens and 20s do. You know, Like I be in the mood for stuff, but that's like a any adult, I think. So I'm sorry to give you a boring answer on that. Why is this person so angry? Oh my god. Dang, bro. You said this man was caught talking to kids or something? I was not. Ooh. That's just I didn't even have to read the rest of that statement. This man was caught talking to kids. That implies that I was doing something nefarious. I've never done anything nefarious with kids. So if I was talking to children anytime, I was talking to children about whatever we were talking about. Whatever. Um, yeah. I don't know why you so, sir. I don't know why you so angry. Um, I suggest you get some kind of therapy. I don't know. Why spam the chat? Because this is the internet and people can be weird sometimes. You know, you ever have a weird coworker who you just know is like, who wants to hang out with that guy? He's, he's one of those chat spammers, you know. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Uh, some folks are weird. They just are. Hold on, Mr. New music soon. Very, very, very soon. Will I drop any more music in Espanol? Nope. Because y'all didn't run up the song that I gave you in Espanol. The numbers of Now You a Single Mom in Spanish were pathetic compared to the Now You a Single Mom in English. And out of all the ones that I previewed on like TikTok and other social media platforms, that was the one by far that y'all were saying that y'all wanted the most. And you let me down. I thought we was gente. You think I'm finna give you more stuff, but you don't enjoy what you got. Yo, you cool with your sis? Nah. But in my defense, we ain't been cool since man at least 2016. She's awful. Shucks. I love blue cheese. We all not crazy, Brandon. Leave us blue cheese lovers alone. I didn't say you were crazy. I said you were evil. There's a difference. Evil. I appreciate the super chat though, Lena. But you're evil. And if you're a good person, like I said, God bless you because you fight your your evil nature every day. You have moldy cheese festering in you. You're evil. Don't you see? But if you're good people, then God bless. You fight that daily. Would a single would a single dead song be a victory song? I guess you're saying would a single dad song be a victory song? About what? Victory for I don't understand, Nelson. Yeah, a victory song for what? I don't understand. What about these kids? Mm. What about the children? You probably eat blue cheese dressing. Nelson. But no, I don't know what type of victory song that would be for. I don't understand. I'm confused. The club saying there was nothing to tell. Like I didn't really go to a club. I went to a couple of bars. They just, they just play good music at the bar, and it was like a Saturday. It was Friday or Saturday, whatever day it was. So, like dim lights and stuff. Like it was cool. Like I ain't go to no club. um, but I just noticed that when like the jams came on, the dudes all like dance with themselves in a circle, and the girls dance with themselves. Um, and then like I saw so many guys when they're dancing with women, they were like bent over, dancing on women. like, like I shit you not, I seen three different dudes twerking like on a girl, and the girl's just like, yo. I haven't thought about that since I made that post. Oh, I was appalled. Cause like the first time I seen it, I was like, alright, maybe he's just weird. Then by the third time I seen it, I'm like, oh, that's what they own. Oh no. That's what they own for real. Yeah, it was madness. But then you gotta remember though, we in a day and age where I don't know if anybody remember I made a video about this a minute ago. This boy in from Florida made this dance where these boys is wiggling their hips and shaking their booties to a Boss Man D-Lo song, where Boss Man D-Lo's lyrics were, you doing that shit on purpose, baby. That pussy wetter than some water. Let me surf it, baby. And the song was called Twerk Song. That was the title of the song. Twerk Song. And these boys was all types of hips and wiggling they and shaking their booties. This is a trend. This is where we at right now. This is where we at. This is where we at. Y'all, it's been real. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want to. Also, if you want to, you can support the channel. You can hit the PayPal or you can hit the Cash App. God bless every one of the supporters, first of all. And then God bless every single hater. Lord knows you could be being a bitch anywhere, but you came here to be a bitch. God bless you.